Alrighty, guys, this is part two. I'll talk for maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I'm done here, guys. I'm a little tired, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's see how good Ivan Zane's book is. Ivan's been bragging how good his book is. He says it's better than all the Marvel movies and all the DCU movies, The Dark Knight. And then once you read it, you're blown away. Yeah, man, this is the greatest story ever told. Yes, it is. My stepmother told me it's a one for a reason, man. It's the greatest story ever told, saying this. It's a masterpiece. I'm sorry. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. So, why you think James Gunn Superman will hit $800 million? There are some factors. It just depends on the drop. I'll know based off the percentage drop of the second week if Superman will hit that $800 million. If Superman takes like a huge, I don't know, maybe 50-60% drop, I don't think it'll hit $800 million. It doesn't have enough legs. But if there's maybe a 70% drop and people are going to theaters, it could hit $800 million. As Man of Steel made $160 million back in 2013, and that movie made almost $700 million. So if Superman can just have a little bit more legs than Man of Steel, they could hit that $800 million. And if Superman hits $800 million, Warner Bros. Made profit off that. As Superman needs to do maybe $750 million to break even. Because I heard the movie was made for $225 million. I heard Warner Bros. Spent a good $100 to $150 million marketing. Let's say they spent $100 million marketing. That's $325 million. Obviously. So the movie needs to do $700 million to break even. But because the theater chains take 50% of the cut, the movie has to do maybe $750 million to break even. $780 million to break even. So Superman can hit that $850 million. They're now in profit territory. Warner Bros. Made a little bit of profit. It wasn't a huge hit. It was a sleeper hit, but at least Warner Bros. Made some money off it. And if Superman does make $850 million, Warner will be popping balls because they made a little bit of profit and the fans love the movie. I think James Gunn already did his job. In terms of the critical reception, the art of the movie, James Gunn already sold the audience. As I heard great things about the movie. I heard it's a really good movie. So that's already good. But now, Warner Bros. Is hoping the movie can at least make some profit. Obviously, they don't want to lose money on this, right? But even if the movie makes $500, $600 million, like John Campia said, and the fans of the movie, Warner Bros. Will still be happy. Because at least the fans loved it, and this is how we build our DC franchise, obviously. So, Sarah. But Supergirl can't flop. It's fine for Superman to flop, but now that they're building the DCU, Supergirl cannot be a flop. That movie has to make money, obviously. Batman, the Brave and the Bold, whatever it is, that has to make money. I'm not saying every Superman movie has to make money, but like the majority of it has to be averaging profits, obviously, for the company. Because if Supergirl flops and Batman flops, DCU's done. It's done, man, yeah. Now you're back to what? You're back to Egypt in with the old DCU, some Sarah. And John Campbell will agree with me there. Yeah, Ivan, I don't agree Superman has to make money. It just has to resonate with the fans and win some of the fans back. But the other movies have to start making profit. Yes, they have to start making profit, obviously, for Warner Bros. Because if Supergirl flops, and Batman flops, the DCU's done. There's no hope for the DCU, obviously. James Gunn will lose his job, and Warner Bros. will end the DCU thing, man. It's not working, obviously, right now. Some Sarah? You think Supergirl and Batman will make money? Yes, I do. I think Supergirl and Batman will do their. I think they will. Those movies will do their 900 million plus. Yeah, they should be profitable because most of the fans love James Gunn Superman. So he already established the DCU, and now Supergirl can now perhaps make his $900 billion. Batman can perhaps make his $900 billion. I'm saying the Brave New World, whatever it is, Batman, whatever it's called, James Gunn's Batman. Obviously, it should make money. Now we're promoting it too, obviously, on my channel. It should welcome Warnables, right? Yeah. Hence why I'm talking to all you guys, man. All you comic book DC fans, Marvel fans, man. For the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, go to the theaters and watch James Gunn's Superman. That way the movie makes profitable and the DC thing is successful, man. I'm trying my best to promote it, but I'm trying, obviously, right? There's only so much I can do, right? Yeah. Go watch the movie, man. And show Warner Bros. Some love. Superman's on theaters, guys. Go watch it. Yeah. All you guys around the world, right? Yeah. I don't think Superman would $800 million because they only did $122 million in the box office. Yeah, but opening weekend doesn't mean anything, right? Just because a movie opens to maybe a little bit less money opening weekend doesn't mean the movie can't hit $800 million, $1 billion, right? Avatar hit $77 million opening weekend in 2009. The movie made $3 billion because it had legs. If Superman can have the legs, it could make $800 million plus, even $1 billion. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So, Sarah, I don't know. I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. I can't wait to get this on 4K. I can't wait to get this on 4K. John Harris, I am not better than Brother Marvin, I know. I can't wait to get this on 4K. You think James Gunn's Superman will be bigger than Kevin Feige's MCU? It has the potential to be, yeah. As I think the DC universe is more interesting than the Marvel universe. Because for Marvel, you don't have gods, right? You have mutants, humans with special powers. The only god you have in Marvel is Thor. Everyone else are all mutants, humans with special powers, but they're not gods. Where Superman, DC, you have like the gods, right? Superman, Wonder Woman, except for Batman. Batman's not a god. Flash is not a god either. But you have the gods in Superman. Hence why it's more interesting, obviously. Come on, man. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman are more interesting than Spider-Man, Thor, and Iron Man. Like, come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. As remember, Iron Man only made $500 million back in 2008 on like a $100 million budget around there. The movie broke even around there, right? Yeah, it broke even. Heard Iron Man was made for $80 to $100 million. Obviously. The movie either made very little profit or it broke even. I don't think Iron Man lost money. It either broke even or made little profit. A little bit of profit. It only made $500 million back in 2008. Obviously. And that's how Kevin Feige built his MCU universe. And it became huge for the first 3 phases. I'm qualifying the first 3 phases when Kevin Feige had people keep him in check, obviously. And once he got rid of those guys, that's when the MCU went downhill. And that's why you had that debate, obviously. Is Kevin Feige ultimately responsible for the success of the MCU? It's debatable. You have to see all sides of the story, right? Yeah. 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 I'm sorry, huh? Ivan, could you run like a DC universe, Marvel universe? Yes, I could, man. I'm very creative, obviously. I could do it. I can run it. Heck, I'll be running my own company with VJ, obviously. Like, yeah, I can easily. I'm not gonna say easy, but if I read the comics and everything, and I did my research, I can run a DC studio and even a Marvel studio if I wanted to, because I'm very, very creative. I'm even pretty good with business too, right? I know my shit when it comes to business, obviously, as you guys know when you see my videos, obviously. I'm pretty good with business too. I know my shit. I'm self-taught. I watch. I studied throughout my life. I watched so many things. I know my stuff, man. I know enough, obviously. Yeah. I know enough that I know enough about business that I'm not gonna let these guys dupe me. Obviously, these companies dupe me. Like, yeah, Amazon and Sony and Microsoft will not be able to dupe me with a deal because I'm gonna have my lawyer with me to keep to keep uh to keep them in check. I'm not gonna let these guys dupe me. Obviously, as for the Amazon deal, I'm taking 9%. They take 10. I no hidden fees. I'm putting that in the contract. I'm also smart enough about the tax laws. Make sure you say Ivan Victoria Justice get 90%. Don't say SkySource. Otherwise, the government can see that as business money and they can tax me twice. When that money is actually me and VJ's personal money. So if you say it's you and VJ's personal money and you already paid your taxes, the government will say, okay, Ivan and VJ already paid their business tax. It's also their personal money. We can't tax them twice. Whereas if you say SkySource gets 90%, the government will see that as business money. And they can tax them twice. You know, SkySource paid the business tax, and the leftover money is Ivan VJ's personal money. Now we have to tax them again. The government's duping me. They're stealing a lot of my money, man. And me and VJ only make maybe 20 billion or something like 18 billion off the movie. And the government just took like, I don't know, like $30 billion of our money, man. And they duped us. That's why you have to have your lawyer be very careful when he creates the contracts for the deal. The way the government doesn't come after you and VJ, obviously. But the government won't come after me and VJ. Yeah, I even pay his taxes, leave him alone. Yeah, I pay my buddies in taxes. Leave me the fuck alone, man. Yeah. The lawyer's like, Ivan, yeah, Ivan, you're a smart man. Yeah, if you say Ivan and Victoria Justice get 9%, the government sees it as your personal money. Yes, they won't tax us twice. Whereas if you say SkySource, they can tax me twice. Because they see that as business money, and the leftover money, me and VG make our personal money. Because by law, you have to pay 2 taxes. Personal and business. You have something called business tax and personal tax. Because you gotta be careful with the government I'm in, the Canadian government I'm in, when you get your checks, right? You gotta be careful with that stuff. Samsara. That's why I know my shit. Oh. Alright, you think you could run Star Wars? Yes, I could. I don't know that much about Star Wars, but I have to study the information, obviously. I told you guys my idea for the Star Wars sequels with the bloodline thing. There's a curse in the Skywalker bloodline. Yeah. I told you my idea, right? Yeah. So I'm saying, when I made my video a couple years ago, that sounds like an amazing idea. I know. That would have been better than what you got for the sequels, right? Yeah. Someone's calling me, guys. It's my stepfather. I'm gonna shut his camera here.